Welcome to DTV. We're talking with assistant coach Brian Royal in the lead up to round 3 against Brisbane Lions. And Brian, it was a tough one last week, mate, but how's it been around the club this week?
Yeah, Matty, it's always a long week when you lose. The week has been long, but it's been good. I mean, as disappointing as the game was, there's always some education to come out of it, and from a coaching point of view, that's what we've been trying to do. Let's rectify the issues from the weekend.
Brisbane Lions this weekend. We played them in China last year and more recently NAB Challenge, so an opponent we've come up against a little bit in recent times. Been tough for us, but how are we sort of shaping up against them this week?
Yes, they're the results don't illustrate how they're actually going. I still think because they're such a young team, and obviously they've lost Jonathan Brown, which is a huge loss. They've got some exciting young individuals, so it's really important for us that we just don't look at the names in the side and go, oh, I don't know that player, I don't know that player. It's just important that we take them. We take them right on, and I think, particularly after the NAB Challenge game, they actually beat us at Optus Oval. We had quite a few players out, but they'll get a lot of confidence out of that. So I've got no doubt it's going to be a hard game. But certainly, if we can come to play this week and certainly put the pressure on that we know that we can put on, it'd be nice to get the result.
Despite Brown being out, they've still got the likes of Black and Power, so we've still got to be mindful of those sort of guys. How are we going to combat them? Well,
yeah, they've still got some very, very good players. You go through the list, and as you said, Brown and Black and Power, but Daniel Rich, Patfield's a very, very good player. Adcock down back, McGrath. So they've got some experience in their side. So again, I mean, if you allow those players to play the way they want to play, they're every chance of beating us. So that's the challenge for us as a playing group and a coaching group, to make sure that our pressure all over the ground is consistent, so that we can get the footy back and not allow them to score.
Yeah. Looking at the backline, it's an area you've taken charge of this year. It was under the pump last week and pretty tough down there. How's it been just sort of working with those guys this week and getting them up for Brisbane?
Oh, listen, it's been no different to any other week. I guess from our point of view, it was disappointing on the weekend. We allowed the opposition to have 21 marks inside 50, and for that to happen, that's not good enough. We were under the avalanche a fair bit with the ball coming in a lot, but certainly the boys are determined to change it around. I've got no doubt they'll be nice and hard and angry this week.
Who should we look out for this week for the D's?
Oh, listen, I would like to think that it's going to be a full team performance. I just don't think we can rely on any one individual. From our point of view, we need, from a defensive point of view, we need the team to defend much better. We cannot not allow the opposition to go inside 50 as much as they did last week. And for that to happen, the team's got to defend better. And from an offensive point of view, our ball use, particularly the second half last week, let us down. So that's an area that we've really been working on and focusing on this week, to make sure when we do win the footy that we don't give it back to the opposition. So they're some of the things that we'll be looking forward to have a look at.
Just finally, with your wealth of experience in footy over the journey, how do you bounce back from sort of tough weeks like last week and entering a new round? Oh, well, as disappointing as it was, we felt there's no doubt there was some solutions to what went wrong. And as coaches, what we've got to do is we've got to be able to give the players the reasons either why you win or lose. And that's what we've done this week. And now we've got to make sure that we execute what we need to execute. All right, Chock, well, best luck for this week, and thanks for talking to us.
Good, Matty, my pleasure. Thanks.